Hello there. So just going to talk a little bit about extending the exhale. So extending your out breath and why it's a great thing to do. So as you might be aware, that our breathing and the inhale and the exhale has an effect on our nervous system. And the exhale, when we breathe out, when we focus on it with our breath work, or when we kind of try and extend the exhale in our breath work, this has a real kind of benefit by stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system. So it's kind of really nice breath to focus on if you want to kind of calm things down. If you're feeling quite stressed, super busy, all those kind of things. So breath work where we focus on the out breath, focus on the exhale, in particular when we lengthen the exhale compared to the inhale, can be very, very beneficial to the nervous system. So it can reduce heart rate, lower blood pressure, and help improve kind of general cardiovascular health. So it's a really kind of interesting breath to use. It's pretty safe for most people to try out. And as with all other breathing practices, it should always feel comfortable. So you're not trying to breathe out and out and out and out, and you can't breathe anymore. So should always feel comfortable and relaxed. There's a couple of different ways you can extend the exhale. Really easy way to extend the exhale is to sing or to hum. Just try humming now. That automatically lengthens your exhale. So singing, humming, chanting, all these kind of practices, vocal practices, are really good for extending the out breath. The one we're going to look at, though, is a three-part exhale or a three-step exhale. And this is lovely. It's such a simple practice, but it's really, really nice to do. Remember, if you're mega stressed, just immediately trying to extend your exhale isn't necessarily going to work. You might need to run off a bit of that stress or dance about or do a few star jumps or something. If you are feeling super stressed, don't just expect, extending your exhale to solve the problem. It won't. It's not magic, it's breath work. So I'm going to do this seated. So again, comfortable, upright position. You could be supported, you could be on a chair, you could be on the floor, or you can do this lying down as well. If you're a visual type of person, I really like to imagine either a set of steps, so like a step, and as you breathe out, your breath's going to go along a step and then down. Then it goes along a step and down, and then it goes along a step and down. A waterfall is a really nice image as well. So imagine a waterfall. So the river's coming through and then it goes down a little waterfall, it goes along, then it drops again, and then it goes along and drops again. So if those kind of images work for you, you can try that as well. So we're going to kind of breathe out, we're going to focus on the exhale, and we're going to breathe out a little bit more, breathe out a little bit more. Ideally, we're going to try and get those three portions of the exhale pretty similar, but don't worry. So this is one pranayama, one breathing to exercise where we don't want to really push. So you need to find an exhale that's comfortable for you. So as I'm talking through it, we'll just do a few rounds together. Just be aware that we may not be matched. My exhale or what I'm describing may be too slow for you, or it may be too quick for you. So feel free to just adapt and go at your own pace. So if you need to go and set yourself up, feel free to go and do that. Otherwise, just coming into a comfortable position, letting the body settle, letting the belly relax. You can soften the gaze and close the eyes if you like. Bringing your attention to your breath. And with, most pranayamas, if you can, breathing in and out through the nose. Just use the mouth if you need to. So just let the breathing settle and just begin to kind of tune into your regular breath. So this is kind of pretty unforced, relaxed breathing. Just beginning to notice your inhale and your exhale, just tuning in. So remember, in this practice, we're extending the exhale. So we're just going to begin to gently Just become aware of the exhale. So just first of all, just begin to notice your out-breath. Regular breath in, regular breath out, but just paying a little bit more attention to your exhale. So just breathing in and breathing out at your own pace, but just focusing a little bit more on the out-breath. And then as we settle in, just begin to just very, very gently extend your exhale. And it might just be just very kind of intuitively. You might want to count your inhale and then count your exhale and just do it for one count longer. See kind of what works for you. So just beginning to settle into a slightly longer exhale, but remember it should still feel comfortable, not forced. And then if you want to come into that 3-step exhale or 3-part exhale, just breathing in nice and steadily on the inhale. And then you breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. A regular breath in, smooth and steady. And then exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. So breathing in, and then breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. Inhaling, always smooth, and then exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. Breathing in, should always feel comfortable. And then breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. So just breathing in, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. Inhaling, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. Taking a breath in, exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. So you might want to do a few more rounds like that at your own pace, extending that exhale with these 3 steps or 3 parts. So just take your time, just going at your own pace, just following your own breath, extending the exhale comfortably. And then when you're ready, after you've finished an exhale, then just kind of let go of trying to concentrate. Just let go of trying to control your breath. Just let the breathing settle and return to its regular rhythm. And then just pause for a few moments. So whenever you're doing any pranayama, it's always really nice just to pause and just absorb the practice. Don't suddenly kind of get up and start doing something else. So just let everything settle, however long that might take. And then when you're ready, you can perhaps just move the body a little bit, maybe side to side, maybe backwards and forwards. If you had your eyes closed, open the eyes. Again, this is a really nice technique. You could either do it for a set number of breaths. You could maybe do 10, 15, 20, or you could just set a timer and do a minute or a couple of minutes. So yeah, just have a little play with it, see what you think, and enjoy. Thank you so much.